When writing my biography for today, I found myself struggling to come up with as many limitless style achievements as some of the other presenters here. But as I told my parents, I've only been on this planet for 15 years, and the first 4 weren't that eventful, so.
You did.
I have a question for you. Why do we label people? Why do we do that?
You were looking for me.
As soon as we meet somebody, we craft rubber stamp labels for them. Stuff like gifted, challenged, young, old, lazy, ambitious, Democrat, Republican. The list goes on. I believe that these labels alleviate uncertainty and that we're more comfortable, smug, perhaps, because we now know this person. Newsflash, we don't know them at all because human beings are not single-celled microorganisms. We are wildly complex creations, and the labels we place on people limit them and limit how they see themselves. I was taken out of school in the 1st grade, and I was allowed to grow academically and personally without labels. I wasn't a 2nd grader or a 3rd grader, gifted or challenged. I was, as I simply still am, just Mason. I was never told by my parents or mentors, "You're not ready for that. You're too smart for that. You're too young for that." As a result, I finished Algebra 1 at age 11. I passed a college entrance exam at age 13, and I began taking college classes at 14. I have finished a couple of semesters now. I have a GPA of 3.8, and I plan on transferring to the university in North Carolina, in Charlotte, where I hope to earn finance and economics degrees. All of this would be so much easier if I could drive. But no one's good at everything, though. I can't cook. I said it. I actually burned ramen noodles once. I did that. Ice skating was a big no. And I don't really understand a lot of visual art. It just doesn't work. However, I love playing the guitar. I'm a pretty good welder. And I'm in a leadership position in my Boy Scout troop. There is no label that fits me, and there is no label that fits you, unless you accept it. Think for a minute. What have you been labeled in your life? Huh? Shy? Boring? Disabled? Pretty? Single? Divorced? These words don't describe you. The only label you need in life is your name. What are the effects of labels? For me, I was limited when I wanted to volunteer at a local veterinarian's office. But I was too young at 14 years old to be allowed to help out. No explanation. To paraphrase the great Sir Ken Robinson, if I'm hardworking, if I'm dependable, and if I'm kind to the animals, then why should my date of manufacture matter? I'm also taking college classes to become a welder, even though no company will hire me until I'm 18. Never mind that I'll be certified. Never mind that I'll have straight A's. Those are just the rules. Rules and labels, they go hand in hand. Another label for me to deal with is homeschooler. With it often comes some preconceived notions. See, a lot of people think that we aren't educated very thoroughly or that we aren't very socialized. Y'all can meet me later, I'm pretty social. You may think that I'm gifted or special, but I want you to hold on to your labels because I don't want them. There are so many other kids just like me. They are bored out of their minds, trudging along in public school at the speed of government education. They have labels affixed on their foreheads. That one's average. Throw him in with the welders, they're about average. That one, she's a musician. Don't expect her to do any math, how musicians are. That one, though, that one's gifted. Let's give him a little extra homework. He can handle it. Also known as how to make a child hate being gifted. For the good of society, let go of your labels. Whether you put them on yourself or you put them on someone else, you're limited by them, and so are they. What would have happened if two kids in the late 1800s who were dismissed as high school dropouts had believed in the labels placed on them, never believed in themselves? Well, there would be no Wright Brothers Memorial at Kitty Hawk. And what if a young boy in the 1940s had believed in the labels placed on him because of a terrible stutter? He even gave up speaking for years. Darth Vader would have a very different voice from James Earl Jones. I leave you with this. Cast off your labels. They limit you. Don't hang labels on other people. You limit them. Allow yourself to believe in anything. Ask yourself and tell me, what do you want to believe? Thank you.